1, 2, 3, 4. Down to the VHS. VHS out of the VHS. It's the 18 of my big stuff. Cause I was out of the house and doing stuff. No easy Wi-Fi blemishes, but I guess that's the way it goes. Down to the VHS. VHS out of the VHS. Got no money, smoking crack, saving up for the Betamax. Down to the VHS. VHS out of the VHS.
Hello!
And welcome to Obscure Tape Time, the show where we watch VHS in their entirety and invite you to suffer along with us.
From start to finish.
Hey, what's been going on since last episode?
Not a whole lot.
You got a new shirt.
I did.
Looks like the shirt I was wearing last week.
Yeah, I may have stolen it from you.
It's quite a coincidence that I decided not to wear the same one 3 weeks in a row, considering I bought multiple copies and it's not actually filthy. Well, they probably are, but still.
I like this one. It's nice and colourful.
Yeah. I enjoy that one probably the most out of the last couple of years. Last
yeah.
couple of years, they've had a lot of apricots.
It's been...
Apricot.
Yeah, I haven't really been tempted to buy any in recent years, I'll admit.
Oh, an apricot.
This one is nice.
And not overly racially or stereotyped Dia de los Muertos sombrero skeletons either.
Yeah, see, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
What about you? You been up to much?
We got contacted by a Melbourne-based student filmmaker who's making a film based on the true event of when one of the Koreas tried to smuggle drugs into Australia, but a
Like
fake
an underbelly.
story about how a guy found a cube and a dead body.
Okay.
So, like, the ship sunk, and it's like, oh my god, a big thing of heroin and a dead body. So we've been contacted by a guy who's making a film about that. It's set in the 80s sometime, and they're setting some of the scenes in Bendigo or Ballarat. I think it's Bendigo. And they found some of our Bendigo specific ads up on the thing and
Conveniently,
contacted.
the week that we did an episode from a Ballarat tape.
Yeah, I
A
think-
Bendigo tape, right?
Yeah.
A Bendigo
Gets
tape.
the algorithms clicking for people, and yeah, they
Interesting.
wanted to use the commercial on the background on the television in their movie,
That's cool.
and yeah, of course we said yes.
You gotta say yes.
Gonna try and get us tickets to the premiere, get the red carpet treatment,
That'd be fun. I'd love to go to a premiere.
but we might get some thanks in the credits. But hey, that's cool. That sounds kind of spooky and murdery. Like that's a murder. There's dead bodies in that movie.
There
so,
is.
So that
I mean, but the sounds
connects.
of it, I mean, we haven't seen it, so we don't know.
No, but that was
It
the.
might all be off
I got
screen.
the press package.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, I liked it. I read the whole thing.
I want to see that.
Okay, I'll send it to you. But yeah, murder and death, blah blah blah, spooky, Halloween. Yeah, we're doing good Halloween stuff. So far, we've had 2 kind of spooky enough to be Halloween episodes, and it's like the most things we could probably ever do for Australia because we don't do Halloween. I say every
Sadly.
time it comes up. But I did
Sadly,
find
we-
this, and very recently, like we've got so many tapes down the shed, but whenever I like bring something in, I say, hey, I found this recently, I feel like I've let all the rest of them down. But found this recently, Ghost Stories. It looks like an Australian release, cartoons for kids. But I did a little bit of research on it, and all the folks that love horror movies put this in one of the horror cartoons sort of thing. Like,
So it's in that like upper echelon of like Halloween stuff or just general animation?
yeah, it's general animation. It's not Halloween. It's Charles Dickens, which most ghost stories by that era were Christmas.
Right.
So there is a Christmas one here, but it's as spooky as we're gonna get. So
It's the best we can do, okay?
that's right. So it says that it goes for the whole 60 minutes. We got 3 episodes on there: the Ghost in the Wardrobe, the Mail Coach Ghosts, and the
Cool.
Goblin and the Gravedigger. And that's the one that says something about Christmas and the Goblin King.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I was watching interesting things this morning.
Oh yeah?
I was watching Raggedy Ann and Andy Halloween episode, and ads, Halloween ads. That mixtape that you shared in the Discord, I was watching that this morning, and it's pretty good. I like it.
It is good. Yeah, I was really happy when I found that. It was a nice random click.
Not only did I like it, but Ms. Bat said, "Can you leave that on when you're gone?" I'm like, "I'll put it on repeat."
It's that kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's nice when you have like a tape that is just somebody's interests.
Yeah, and rewound, vamping.
I mean, that's a bonus. That is a bonus.
Okay, it just rewound 42 minutes and it still had tape left on the thing. It might be some blank tape at the end of this one. I haven't checked this tape. I hope it's not porn.
I hope it is. I think that would be hilarious. Some spooky goth porn.
Track it. There we go.
Hey, I love when it's pal. I forgot to do this. I'm so overconfident. Why are you not doing stuff? Uh-oh.
What's not responding?
Uh-oh.
What have you
Okay,
done?
okay, now we're good. We're good.
What's happened?
Oh, the sound. I have to spontaneously, occasionally the sound drops out.
And now it's off center.
Why did that happen?
I don't know.
That's never happened when I've had to fix it before.
Ooh, spooky.
Haunted tape and haunted OBS.
Whoa.
Cool.
I remember this dog. Was it Fetch or something? No. No idea. Ah. Commander Crumb. Yeah, we got a couple of these. I remember you specifically made me buy these when we were doing the thrifting back in the days.
Of course. Why would I not want you to get this? This is badass. We need to watch this sometime.
We can. Good time zones to you, Naps.
Yes, only the best of time zones.
Really evil stuff.
Can I have a copy?
Is this a trailer or do we have the wrong tape in the tape player?
I'm not gonna lie, we're super funny if it was the wrong tape.
It does have the right label on it, the sticky labels, right?
It was
This is gonna be the worst summer of my life.
You sure?
You'll have a fine time, the great outdoors, no one to have.
Hey,
Kids don't
Summer
have it too
Switch.
bad.
You ever wondered, Dust, how much fun it would be to be an adult?
Oh, the kids are gonna switch. A different type of movie.
Has a neat job, travels all over, meets movie stars.
Nothing to do but play. Swimming, fishing. Nothing to worry about.
Nobody's bugging you and telling you what to do.
I'd give anything to be in his shoes.
Oh no!
Oh.
Never say that on a Friday.
In Wacky Farce, starring comedian Robert Klein.
And then this giant shark attacks a town.
Co-starring Scott Schwartz from The Toy.
Whatever you do, don't cry!
Summer Switch.
I want to watch that. We got the spookies now?
I want to bet that it's on YouTube somewhere because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so low budget.
Yeah, but when I say things like that, I pretend to exist in the VHS world.
Yeah, I know. I'm still looking it up anyways.
Okay. There were bats. We're watching spooky ghost stories today. Everyone missed our intro, but that's okay. Kitty cat? It's Azriel.
That is not the same movie.
You found the one that I was talking about.
Yeah, I think so.
I like this animation.
It's very nostalgic.
The Hans Christian Andersen ones were like it. Creepy faces. Yeah, reuse those cells.
You gotta make the most out of what little budget you have. You know, it's technically a sequel to Freaky Friday.
Nice. In the same way as all those Italian films are sequels to all those horror
No, it's
movies.
apparently genuinely a sequel.
Nice. To the originals.
It's the first sequel.
Gentlemen, please. This meeting of
Oh.
the club will now come to order.
Order!
Mr. Tupman, Mr. Winkle, please. At our last meeting, this association heard a paper communicated by Samuel Pickwick Esquire, our esteemed General Chairman, the man who has traced to their source the mighty ponds of Hampstead and astounded the scientific community with his Tittlebatian theory. This
Ham it up a little more.
association
Come on.
does
I was going to comment on
hereby
that
extend
and say
its
that,
promise
you know
to
why I
thanks
prefer this to
to
watching, like, anime?
Samuel
Because it's over
Pickwick
hammed.
Esquire.
Because in anime, they dub it so weird, it feels like they do it in a way where it's just like, we really want things to match up as best as possible. Whereas dubbing like this is just like, if it's not long enough, just make it longer.
I believe that extending my travels will result in
Look at the bats.
inestimable benefits to the Pickwick Club and to
What?
the advancement of
There's
human
3
knowledge.
bats.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking how that's like
It's like the
Halloween to have in
Three
the
Goose.
background there. And...
Yeah.
Will bring great honor, even some danger.
Danger. Oh my. Indubitably. Oh, the power went out. Scared of the dark. You want to talk about danger?
There's no power back then. It's all whale oil.
The night winds have no doubt caused a puncture of the gas line.
Okay, there's a gas line.
There you
Whale gas.
go. Old men, we've never seen that happen before. We've never seen a candle.
Hey, is that Lupin the Third?
Be patient. The repairs
Cameo.
bound to be made by Wednesday week. Ha ha.
Raw! Raw, 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 raw!
Eerie. One might almost say spooky.
Ooh. Go on, say it then. Spooky.
Scientific observation which can be made in the dark.
I'm sure I haven't the ghost of an idea. Ha.
Ah!
Scientifically speaking, the dark is only of benefit to ghosts and goblins.
Has the
Scientifically
Honourable
speaking.
Chairman ever seen a ghost?
Facts.
Scientifically speaking, of course. I really do like a good ghost
His
story.
chin's not connected to his face.
I myself have not had the good fortune to experience the materialization of the departed. But my uncle tells
Look
us
at that man spreading at the front.
which bears retelling here.
Plenty of space.
It was on such a night as this, some
Bats.
40 years ago, when the wind whistled through the streets of old, damp, and rotting buildings, that a young law student sought accommodations within his meager means.
Sorry, you'll have to stay in the barn with that pregnant wench.
Again.
What is it?
I'm looking for a room to rent.
This inn
Ah!
has been closed for many years.
Please.
Yeah.
It's a dreadful night. Anything will do.
The rooms have all been boarded up.
A corner near the fire will do for tonight.
There is one room.
I'll take it.
Not even going to discuss how much it's going to cost.
warn you, the
No.
room has not seen a living soul for many years.
Yes.
I'm prepared for anything. Where is it? I must dry my clothes.
Very well. Follow me.
Walk like this.
Spooky.
Yeah, the house didn't look like it was that big on the outside.
This way.
I mean, maybe he let it run in circles. Ah! Oh, okay.
Away with you.
It's a cartoon and still we get a cat toss.
It is only Jezebel.
Oh.
She can give one
Oh.
the death of a fright.
Is Jezebel not a
Who's
living
just
soul?
around
Well,
this
excuse
corner,
me, princess.
Meow.
It is indeed old, but it will do nicely.
sir? Shall I prepare the fire, sir?
I will do it. Just light the candle for me, thank you.
She's suspicious.
Don't go
Yeah?
in the closet.
Nothing. Will there be anything else?
Does she have skeletons
This
in
is
there?
sufficient, thank you.
Very well, sir. Have a pleasant night.
You're a nuggly old thing.
Aww.
I'd have lodgings for a good long time. I'll tell you what it is, old fellow. If it wouldn't cost me to break up your old carcass, I'll have a good fire out of you in less than no time.
How rude.
Must be the wind.
Spooky. Uh-huh.
Who are you?
Aw.
Who are you?
You do not threaten me with that poker. Even if you were to hurl it with ever so sure an aim, it would only pass through me and strike the wood.
It's
beyond.
Boris Karloff.
I am a spirit.
Well, what do you want here?
This is my room. Here was worked my
Dick, I
worldly
live here,
ruin.
mate.
I and my children impoverished.
But what do you want here?
In this wardrobe I kept the papers of a long drawn-out lawsuit. For years I deposited them here. In this room I died of grief.
Why do you return here?
Here, two evil relatives divided the wealth for which I had fought for so long. I terrified them from the spot. Since that time, I have prowled by night. The only time I can revisit the earth to haunt the scene of my long misery. This room is mine! Leave it to me!
If you
I love
insist,
kids' cartoons.
I shall give it up with the greatest
What's
pleasure.
that?
I love kids' cartoons.
Pretty rad, huh?
But I would like to ask you one question, if you would allow me.
Say on.
I don't wish you to take this personally, because it applies to every ghost I've ever heard of.
Yes, yes.
Well, it appears to me somewhat inconsistent that when you have the opportunity of visiting the fairest spots on Earth, well,
What is it?
I assume that space is nothing to you.
That is so.
Well then, I find it most curious that you should return to the very place in which you were most miserable.
This little twit just logicking out a ghost from
Yeah.
existence.
Broke his brain.
Oh, I don't exist anymore.
I never thought of that before.
As you can see, sir, this is a very uncomfortable room. To say nothing of that wardrobe, which I should say is not only very cramped, but not entirely free from bugs.
That is
Oh.
true.
And English weather is most disagreeable.
You're
Yeah,
very
silly ghost.
right,
Go to
sir.
Hawaii.
There are other climes more pleasant.
Surfing Ghost!
Of course. It never struck me till now. I'll try a change of air directly.
Before you go, sir, if you would have the goodness
Before
to
you
suggest to
ghost.
the other ladies and gentlemen who are now engaged in haunting other old houses that they might be much more comfortable elsewhere, you will confer a great benefit on society.
And that's why we don't see
I
ghosts
will.
anymore.
We must be dull fellows. Very dull fellows indeed. I can't imagine how we have been so stupid. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
The end.
And
Yeah.
so far as I am aware,
That actually is the end.
he
Yeah.
never came back again.
Ad
I
break.
recall a family ghost story.
Next
told
story.
many times. We had in the family at one time a travelling man who, at the end of a tiring day in Scotland, found himself in a local tavern.
Ooh, the suds are flowing.
So they should be.
Yeah, get them soaps.
Man, this is a cool shot. That whole... They had like background animation going on.
There was about 3 or 4 sound layers there, yeah.
That was cool.
A last toast, gentlemen.
I miss being drunk like that in taverns.
Drunk. He's on the prune juice.
No, he drunk. This is from what, the 80s? He drunk.
Copyright 1987.
Really, gentlemen, I must be off. But I'll
I
not be
could
so
tell.
rude as to forget your health.
Look at that jawline.
Your health.
Chiseled.
I think his name must be Touch Connors.
Oh,
This
touch.
will not do. This is
I
no
love kids'
weather
cartoons.
For an evening stroll.
I'm gonna try and remember that line and just put it into my vocabulary. This shall not do. This is no kind of weather for an evening stroll.
Whenever it rains.
Yeah. Or whenever I'm coming out of a club at 4 in the morning.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I reserve
Spend a lot of
that.
time in clubs these days, dude.
Yep. I'm a kid again. Got my youth back.
Must have taken mine.
For sale? Speak
I just
up.
snipped off my adult bit.
This way? Certainly.
Wheel.
Let me in!
Where am
I need a drink.
Oh,
It's a
All right
stagecoach
then,
graveyard.
Let's get a closer look.
Watch out, there'll be a junkyard dog in there.
Why, thank you.
and that's the horror of this one. So the first one was called The Ghost in the Wardrobe. This one's called The Mail Coach Ghosts.
Yeah,
More
we're
than
up-
one.
Yeah, we're up to the mail coaches.
You know how I hope this one ends? The
Uh,
ghost from the first story comes in and says, "You know, we can leave. We can? Yeah, we can just go places."
Oh, okay. Bye.
Quiet graveyard. Boring place. Oh.
Oh, you lost your hat. It's beautiful. There's ghosts everywhere. What a magical place. This has got a very positive attitude towards ghosts so far.
Now then, you're booked for one inside. You better get in. I booked. Yes, certainly.
Oh, did he freeze
Are
to
you
death
going to
when he
get
sat
in?
down?
Oh, maybe.
Now, Jack Martin, are you going to board? Aren't you a bit familiar? Isn't there supposed to be a Mister in front of that? That's the way it is on the way bill. Is it paid for? Of course it is. Well then, in that case, which coach? This.
Adventure! Yes.
Charity. I'll take it.
Here are the other passengers. Let them get in first.
Whoa!
He's coming straight out of the fog, just like in that movie. The Fog.
Here they come.
They're meant to be pirates, though, aren't they?
Hachi machi.
Well, hello, Barbara Steele.
Get out of my way, loser.
Good evening. Death and lightning. Blood and thunder. Stick him, wherever he is.
Death, lightning, blood, and
You
thunder.
better not try, or I'll kick your brains out.
Damn!
You'll get the taste of my boots, sir.
Sword versus boot, the boot always wins.
Death and lightning.
Blood and thunder.
You've been disgraced, your sword is gone.
Now, gentlemen, I don't want to have any death with or without lightning in the lady's presence. And we've had quite enough of blood and thunder, too. So if you please, we'll sit quietly in our places. Guard, pick up that gentleman's carving knife.
You just threw it out!
I'll have you know that's a one-of-a-kind custom cutlass, thank you. Carving knife, indeed.
Probably learn how to use it then.
In larger areas than the inside of a mail coach. There's not enough room to swing a cutlass. Or a cat. No touchy.
What's her story?
Well, when they presented her at first, she had the half of her face covered by her hair, and I thought maybe she had like Phantom of the Opera face,
That'd be
but
cool.
then they revealed it.
Faster! Why aren't we going faster?
Ah!
Seems there's a screw loose somewhere.
No, no, no.
Hello! What's in the wind now? You don't hear it. Here? Here?
Here.
I'll do nothing of the sort. Very well then, stay where you are. I will.
Excuse me.
Just wanted to touch his crutch.
She tricking him.
So you've thought better of it, have you?
Should have just beat him up when you had the chance. Maybe thrown him off the carriage.
Run him through. Flutter. Whoa, more blue. Everything is blue around these fog people. Blue fire and everything. That means it's hotter, right?
Not necessarily. It could
Oh.
just mean that there's chemicals in it.
Oh yeah, chemical
Toxic fumes.
fires.
Some service.
Or as being affected by
Travelling at a rate of
ectoplasm.
6.5 miles an hour,
Could be
then
ectoplasm.
stopping at
You're
a
right.
hole like this for an indefinite length of time. Well, this shall be made known. I'll just have to write to the newspapers.
I'm sure they'd love to hear from you.
And when he says write to the newspapers, he means he's gonna get his fists out.
Yeah.
Whoosh. Punch in
This
some
is a
ghosts.
private room, fellow. Really? Then the public one must be really uncomfortable. Leave this room.
People back in the day just did
I'm
not
quite
respect
comfortable
ghosts.
Here, thank you. Leave this room.
You already lost to him once, mate. Just stop.
Hmm.
How? Down with them.
Give him the
Step
tables.
back, milady.
That's an aggressive swing.
Yeah. Always got to cut the candle. Oh, that shading. This is some high quality spooky cartoons that I've just never heard anyone talk about before.
Never. I have seen many like it though.
Yeah.
Because this is that like pre-early 90s, like, and everything getting an animated series animation, you know, like they streamlined it just that little bit more.
Fancy footwork. Run him through!
Well done, my lady. My turn.
Oh, he wanted to kill someone too?
He had to.
Jesus!
Coach, quick!
What up, Reggie?
Escape?
Turned up
Why, my
straight for
dear,
the
there's nobody
kill
else to
scenes.
kill, is
You
there?
made it.
There's
There's one more person.
He is the only son of the powerful Marcus
How
of
you been?
Letterville.
Yeah, things are good. Things are good, dude.
Unfortunately,
Hope you're doing
you'll
well.
never inherit the title. The
Oh.
line ends here. You
Spooky skeletons.
Oh, never mind.
Ew.
It's melted.
What is that? Is that bone
That
dust?
wretch would have married
that
me
grow
by
stuff?
violence in another
What's that?
hour.
Is that bone dust? Can we grow stuff with it?
Well, maybe. It's a good
As you may
point.
have guessed, they were prepared to kill me if I appealed to anyone for assistance.
if his accomplices find us here,
Just think of how
we are
strong his
lost.
bones will be.
soon
What if he snorts
it
it?
may be too late. We must take the coach.
I'm gonna have to screenshot that and send it to my wife. Get her to do her eyes like that.
Nothing like a bit of roleplay.
I'll run through a Scotsman for her. Exactly.
Never,
Now he's got to
ever
keep
leave
her
me,
by like bringing her home like little jars
dear,
and
brave
skulls.
That's right.
Don't do that.
Take her for
Don't
picnics
do
in the
what?
cemetery.
Look at me like that.
Let her.
Why not?
Because you are so beautiful when you do that. I am tempted to kiss you.
Oh.
Did anyway.
Hark!
What is it?
The sound of wheels and horses.
So it is.
I
We
heard
are
squeaking.
pursued. We are pursued. You are my only hope.
Hush. Don't be frightened.
Oh, look at those nightmares.
Shut the window and hold tight.
Stay, love.
What's the matter?
I must have a word with you, dearest.
What is it, my dear?
Will you never love anyone but me?
Never.
And will you never marry anyone else?
I swear it.
Oh no.
That is a very silly thing to promise.
She's gonna
You're a
turn into
woman.
a skeleton.
You only just met.
I like it when they want to make things look darker than dark. They just shade them with blue.
Yeah, of course.
That looks fantastic.
Well, it wouldn't really work very well with any other colour, would it?
No.
You gotta thank Mr. Skeletal, that's right. Although in this case we're running away, I suppose. Fleeing our daily calcium.
Faster! Faster!
Oh, so spooks.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween! Ah!
Trick or treat!
Faster! Faster!
Whoops! Oh no, it suddenly stopped existing. Oh, he had a dream. And there's no one there to tell that they were there.
Oh man.
Even the male coach was a skeleton's. One lonely glove. Well, that's all he'll need, really.
Oh, my lady, wait for me.
Really, dude?
In the hereafter. That cloud looked like the
Aw.
male
A
coach.
most interesting tale.
And now he's
if
got
your
a new
uncle
masturbation
will
glove.
name
That's
True?
right.
Yes, indeed. He never married, but patiently waited for the day he would rejoin his lady.
I wonder what those ghosts of mail coaches carried in their bags.
Why, the dead letters, of course. Ha!
Oh, ha, ha.
Ah, to be sure. I never thought of that.
I heard
Next
a
story.
on an expedition once to an old abbey town about a gravedigger. One Gabriel.
I hope when
Grubb,
I'm old there's a
so
group of old men who I can
surly
sit
and
with and just tell spooky
ill-conditioned
stories.
that it was difficult to pass him by without feeling
That's what, like,
the worse for it.
video burnout movie nights are for.
Get out of there, you miserable scrounger.
Yeah,
You don't
mate.
like the food I gives you, you can go to the devil.
Aww.
Oh,
Now,
poor thing.
where's me basket?
Well,
I've got work
Heel.
to do. Let the do-gooders celebrate Christmas Eve.
easy way to
I'll
build up a
plant them
heel
all
is get him to kick a dog,
sooner or
right?
later.
He did it first. Now he just sounds. I don't know what the term
Cockney.
for it is. Cockney. Oh, yeah, maybe.
Right, Cockney geezer.
No, not quite. More like pirate.
Where's
Yarr.
that blasted lantern?
So what you're saying is it's probably an American trying to do a lower English accent.
I watched a video where they said that like an old school, like classic English accent is probably closer to an American accent than.
Oh yeah,
British
Dick
one.
Van Dyke.
So,
His whole thing is exactly what everybody does when they try to speak Londoner, and like no one else ever spoke like that, and he ruined it for everybody. And he's even said that in an interview. He's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what I was doing."
You little villains! What are you looking at?
no, I'm so scared.
I think it was one of the ladies as well, like Breakfast at Tiffany's or something. Like Aubrey Hepburn said that they were trained to do this posh accent, but none of the
Merry
posh
Christmas.
spoke that way.
Botheration.
Yeah, but I was more saying like back in like Shakespeare times, the accent was probably closer to an American one than it
Oh,
actually is to like a modern British accent.
right.
I went down that rabbit hole a little bit once, watching videos of like, here's what accents were like through history.
So they took their accents and went to America and decided not to change it up much at all.
I think it's more like they regressed. I guess. It's that.
That's the singing I like.
That's
Guy's
just
just a
rude.
dick. That's right, Reggie. I agree with what you just said. What a dick.
Kicking dogs, tripping kids, digging in the cemetery. He only does one cool thing.
Kicking kids.
No, I don't trip kids. Okay, maybe. Okay, two cool things. My one's already dug up.
It's just one he prepared earlier for the sake of the story.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Need a drink.
I remember we were talking about that once before, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
A stone at the head.
Maybe it's just something about that
stone
continent.
At the feet.
It could be.
It's a juicy meal for worms
could be.
to eat. A coffin at Christmas. A Christmas
Halloween.
box.
A Halloween box.
Halloween. Yuck, 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 yuck. You're a dick!
Just the echoes.
It was not. It was not the echoes.
Yeah, it was pretty quick after that too, Reggie. It just, like, by World War II, it was pretty defined accent, and that's like,
What man wanders among
Decade and a half.
graves and churchyards
yeah.
on a
Decade
night
and a
such
half.
as this?
Is that the Ghost of Christmas Future? And he's like, would you get out of here? I gotta guide you in like 5 minutes.
Who drinks gin alone and in a churchyard on such a night as this?
Have you ever drank gin alone in a churchyard on Christmas night?
Who then?
No, but now I kind of want to.
Just so this guy turns up.
Yeah, talk to me, bro. I don't drink anymore, though. That's the only problem with that.
Which means I have to drink
I'm a
gin alone.
bad sober boy.
Gabriel.
Gin's one of the drinks I miss most.
Very pretty, sir. Very pretty. But if you please.
Is
sir,
that because you hear it lots,
I'll go back
and
there
we
and finish my
like
work.
don't say anything too complicated? Like you hear us talk and we
The grave,
talk shit,
sir.
basically.
Making the grave.
Oh, the grave. Who makes graves at a time when other men are making merry?
Yeah.
Pleasure in it.
Has he pissed himself yet? Oh, jeez.
Orko was pissed.
Here we go.
I'm afraid my friends want you, Gabriel.
Under favour, sir. I don't think so, sir. They really don't know me. I don't think they can want me. I don't think the gentlemen have ever seen me, sir.
Oh, yes, they have. We
Oh,
See
no,
what
they
a piece
haven't.
of shit
the
you are.
sulky face and the scowl that came down the street tonight. We know the evil man who threatened the children with his spade. And we all know the man who, with malice in his heart, terrified the child because the boy could be merry. We know you.
We thought it was funny, but it was a terrible thing.
I really must leave you, sir.
Leave us? Gabriel Grant is going to leave us?
Oh, jeez! It's a party!
I love kids' cartoons.
It's pretty great. Oh, is he dead yet? Oh, just drop him. Just drop him. Just drop him.
Oh, gosh.
This guy. Just drop him. Oh! Ad break.
Boom.
Oh, jeez!
That would have made me throw up.
Maybe he's not a ghost. Maybe it's just like the power of the Earth people. I mean, we learned they have some pretty interesting
Ugh.
powers.
Not
last
that
week.
guy again.
Yeah, we might be about to run into a familiar face down here.
Looks like it.
It could just be we use simple terms for things. Like,
Yeah.
It could make it much easier.
And I am very soft-spoken. And when I used to do the gaming, I used to be able to speak clearly and concisely for a long time out on end.
Yeah, I tried to record something the other day,
Yeah, you're
and I
all...
had a little bit of a script for it, and like, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, what's
Could not do it because I'm not stuttering, but like, I would slur words randomly
Yeah.
because I'm so used to just like
Yeah.
not really caring
Yeah.
and just being so casual with my speech.
No, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I really
You can go back and watch all the episodes of us, and like, aside from the ones when I'm pissed on the floor going, my speech has gone downhill since I've stopped streaming the games. I get stuck on ideas now, it's crazy.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna take his head off. No, that's rude.
Oh,
no,
no,
that's
Joey.
pouring
Oh, God,
lava
he-
down his throat.
He did.
Oh, it's too spicy. Why so spicy?
Man of misery and gloom. Would you like to see a few pictures from our own great storehouse?
No, no.
Yes, please.
Look, Mr. Grant.
Can I have another one of those spicy bowls too?
Ooh. Lovely tikka masala. Aww.
Who are these wieners?
It's Tiny Timitha. Hey, is that guy from that other episode? With his no longer haunted house or whatever?
You mean me?
Oh, there's Tiny Tim. Man, this ghost has got one family to go to. Look at Tiny Tim and feel bad.
As soon as they leave, he just goes in the room. Here you go, Tim. Here's your cut.
Ah, a miserable man. Show him some more.
Is this the tall man?
Want to see
This
you.
guy's definitely pissed himself by now.
Nothing.
I'd say if nothing beforehand, when he went through the earth,
You have much to learn.
was about to hit the ground and then kind of did.
You now
But
carefully,
did.
Gabriel Grubb.
Hmm.
Look well.
Oh, that
See you,
mustache.
Gabriel Grubb. Men who earn their scanty bread with lives of hard labor are cheerful and happy.
Yeah, because
And
they
to
have 3
even
other
the
kids.
youngest child, the face of nature is a never-failing source of cheerfulness and joy. See you that the women, the most fragile of all God's creatures, are oftenest the most superior, because they bear in their hearts the wellspring of devotion and affection. And you, Gabriel Grubb, what of men like you?
Now show him his gravesite with nobody there.
You, who snarl at the mirth and cheerfulness of others, you who are smug in your superiority,
story.
must see your true place.
Same characters, same universe, right? It's the same writer.
Wish to know.
Potentially. I mean, I don't know if he.
Gabriel
He had a
Grubb,
connected
Yeah.
spooky Christmas universe. Zap! Whoa!
Oh, force lightning.
Death and lightning.
flowers.
men like you, Gabriel
Cuts back to him. Yeah, that was
are
pretty
the
fun.
foulest of weeds on the face of the earth.
No.
Ah, meteor shit.
Set him on fire.
Help me! Give me a chance to change my
It's
ways.
so
The
itchy.
world is a decent place. I know that now.
Aww.
Pete.
Come here. I am a wiser man, my friend. Your devotion will be repaid, I swear.
Don't fall in.
I vow I shall do my
He doesn't look as
share
hungry
to
now.
make the world a better place. Beginning this Christmas Day.
Yay! Happy
Hooray.
Halloween. I mean, wait, yeah, that one. Spookies.
He died poor on the street.
So Gabriel Grubb was afflicted with rheumatism to the end of his days. He made up his mind to be the better person for his experiences in the Goblin Cave. And so he was.
Lovely.
Since the elements
I
continue
want a
to
goblin.
beat about our portals, I suggest brandy and water until the weather improves or the sun lights our homeward way.
Indeed.
Or you fall asleep in the corner in a puddle of your own pee, whichever comes first.
Why not both?
Oh no, Spooky's in the outside stories.
And
Evil
just
cat.
Stupid cat.
What was the cat's name again? Nice matte painting. That was fantastic. I love that. Why wasn't it more known?
I don't know. That really feels like it's going to be like it should be seen as one of those childhood classics.
Yeah, like those.
just about every child saw.
Yeah, I watched this and it screwed me up, and I watched it when I was an adult, and yeah, they didn't hold anything back. They just made it a cartoon.
Am I different from the average person then? Because I didn't think that was that bad.
What do you
I
mean,
thought that was
Spooky was?
perfectly fine for a kid to watch.
Oh yeah, then you're different from the average person. Oh, it's just a lot of scary scenes that you wouldn't put in for
yeah, there's
big
some
kids.
themes
This is
in there.
young adults. You know, just getting into the teens, I'd say.
I reckon 7 or 8-year-old would be fine with it.
I'm sure they would, but I would also imagine that there would be some mother sending letters at that point.
I guess so.
Do we get more ads
I
after the
want to
movie?
teach Jackson that it's okay to be scared and it can be fun to be scared.
Yeah. Could you do that a quick Google for us, Napster? See what else they
I
made?
can get my phone out.
I want to know what the Pickwick Papers are. Is that like Charles
Probably a short
Dickens?
story collection.
Yeah, just these scrawlings. A trio of Dickens' most suspenseful chilling tales is brought
Yeah.
to life through animation.
Okay, it's a bunch of stuff compiled after he died.
Oh, after he died.
Yeah.
The members of the Old London Pickwick Club, enthralled with the mysterious and unexplained, introduced each of the frightening yarns. So, the Goblin and the Gravedigger probably was the what do you call it? The pilot episode of the Christmas Story.
Emerald City Productions on IMDb.
Still exists.
Probably not.
Did the Oliver Twist
I would
cartoon?
say probably not.
The Miserables.
Phantom of the Opera, The Canterville Ghost,
Ooh.
Ghost Stories, Around the World in 80 Days, Ben-Hur.
So if those tapes got brought out here, there might be other ghost stories out first.
There might be. But it looks like they did just a bunch of Dickens, I guess.
What the Dickens? Yeah, we go. We said it before the end of the episode.
We got there in the end.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind watching that animation company's Phantom of the Opera. That'd be nice.
I think that'd be great if we could find it.
They'd use the same spooky skull model for the Lon Chaney Senior bit, yeah.
Have to.
Yeah.
It's cheaper that way. Does say all ages on the top, by the way. So
It does. It does. But it's all
And it was
ages.
definitely not 60 minutes, by the way.
No, it was 58.
I think it was less than because that's how long we've been live.
Oh.
Deduct our intro, including the intro video, and the time it took to rewind,
Oh.
and the last minute where it hasn't been.
I'm such a lazy piece of crap. I really should vet things instead of reading.
Oh, it's fine. I'm not upset. It was a good episode. They don't have to all be an hour and a half.
They have to be an hour and a half?
No, that's what I just said. They have been lately, though. They've been closer to 90 minutes to 2 hours.
It's usually a nice time.
Yeah.
But usually we get that out of a 1 hour tape. It's just this wasn't a 1 hour tape.
Not quite. 7.6 out of 10. It's a pretty good score.
Yeah, that's a good score. So anyone who has seen it, ish.
Shall we head to the close-up for our outro then?
Yeah. What are you going to talk about?
I don't know. I don't really have much to say. 'Cause
Mm.
yeah, it's just the same as last week, where it's like I'm working on a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm still not really ready to announce any of it. So
I already did my announcement at the top of the show,
Yeah, you
but
did.
and I've already put it in the chats, but that's okay. A local movie guy is putting one of our ads in the movie and got our permission. Is gonna put us in the credits and stuff. The end.
pretty great.
Yeah, it's pretty great. I like that. What's going up on the channel at the moment? I can't remember. Do you know? Let me check.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. Nobody watches it. Actually, no, there was a Safeway ad that went up today that I had to show. In fact, I'll read the comment. You know, that can be a part of our thing. I'll read a comment, right?
Yeah, why not?
Where's the... Okay, so a lot of the time I don't get comments on any of the commercials, but when I do, they're always great. So there's two comments on last night's upload of a Safeway Best Deals Aussie-wide commercial. First guy was Brian Smith, said... Woolworths Safeway was based on the American supermarket chain. Woolworths took over the Australian expansion of Safeway in 1985, and then 2 years later in 1987, when they first launched the Fresh Food People slogan, that's when they made the decision to act Safeway, with the final store being in Wodonga. I'm like, oh, thanks for the information. And then the second comment I got on the video was, and as you can... This is a different person, by the way.
Right, okay.
This is Braden Weather. They always comment on the videos, actually. And as you can see in the Safeway Best Deals commercial, better known as Woolworths, you can see the Cadbury Triple Decker Milk Chocolate for $2.87 for 240 to 250 gram block, and it features the Nintendo character Mario in the Cadbury Triple Decker chocolate. Yay, I like it when I get comments. And then he's just commenting on what was in there. I suppose that makes it searchable though, so it's a good thing, right?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how YouTube works,
But
honestly.
yeah, Mario was in that ad, and I forgot about that anyway, so it's good to get that little reminder.
Yeah, I never recall even seeing Mario on chocolate blocks, but then again, I've never been much of a chocolate guy, so.
I think it was just one of those things where there was like a Nintendo is out, buy this packet and send away, and you could win a Nintendo sort of thing.
That would make sense.
Anyway, TV is what's going up on the TV
Yes.
thing.
TV.
Lots of TV. Yeah, I'm all
Bit frazzled today.
not so much frazzled, but I'm just thinking about the future and like what's going on, and everything is Halloween a go at the moment. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
preparing for kids. I've got so much candy and decorations, and on top of that, we're preparing to hang out with people at cool events if they happen. And yeah, there's a lot going on for me until the end of the month. But we still have 2 more Wednesdays if we get around to doing episodes on those Wednesdays that are in the Halloween month. And we burnt through quite a bunch of really cool Australian, like, Halloween adjacent stuff.
Yeah.
I gotta find something for next week. I actually have something that I have to rip and check the copyright before I say yes. But I can say now, if it happens, we've got a vampire documentary.
Ooh, I like vampires. I like documentaries.
Yeah,
cool.
kind of like the alien one that we watched. Kind of
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I don't think it's that show. It's not that show, but
Yeah,
it's,
but it's
it'll,
similar vein.
it'll be a similar kind of presented thing. It was very much that released to
Cool.
VHS little
Yeah.
mini docs. Yeah, so hopefully if that passes, we've got another one, and that's PAL as well. It's not
love
come
PAL.
from America or anything.
Hell is always easier.
It is always easier, but it's always fun for us to find spooky stuff in PAL because aside from
Yes.
horror movies, it's bugger all. That and some Casper. So it's interesting to see what we go through. So yeah, documentary if we can next episode.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right, we can do the outro thingies now.
Goodbye, friends.
And tune in next time to avoid late fees.
All that good stuff.